hope y'all are hungry, because today we're making jambalaya. Hello everyone, James from Junkyard Fox. Thank you so much for joining me. We are out here camping in beautiful Cloudcroft, New Mexico, and it is about lunchtime, so time to get cooking. And I really wanted to share with you guys one of my favorite personal recipes that I make at home. And first time we're going to be doing it out camping. Now it's going to be our most elaborate camp cooking meal, but it's going to be well worth it. So we're going to be making some jambalaya. So there's going to be sausage in there, some shrimp, some chicken, all kinds of good stuff, and it's going to be delicious. So it's, you know, if you're car camping, you know, you're able to bring in some extra stuff. An ice chest, it's going to be definitely one you want to try. So thank you for joining me. Let's get started. So first things first, folks, let's go ahead and talk about the ingredients that I use. Now I'm going to use 3 green chilies. Of course, I put green chili in anything that I can put. 1 onion. We're only going to use half of it, by the way, but we brought the whole one. A tomato. And then we're going to use half a bell pepper and some green onions. Then we're going to have 2 of these Nor rice sides chicken flavored rice. These are game changers. I love these things. And they save you a lot of time from making rice from scratch. So I got the chicken flavor and the chicken with broccoli flavor. They're very simple to make. Then I brought some chicken breast. This is just canned chicken breast just to make things simple and portable. I have some shrimp. Then I have some smoked jalapeno sausage right here. And lastly, of course, you're going to need some oil. I like to just use the olive oil. I think olive oil is really good. And then for the spices, we're going to have some Cajun seasoning, lemon pepper, blackening seasoning, then this Larry's seasoned salt. This stuff is really good as well. And then I have regular salt and black pepper. What spices you use is up to you. Keep in mind, you can always modify this formula, this recipe for however you like it. This is just the way I like it. So first things first, I got the green chilies. I'm gonna give them a quick rinse. And now I'm gonna place them on the grill over the flames so they can start getting roasted. And then I can peel them off. So I'm gonna come back periodically, turn them, rotate them so they're nice and roasted all around. So give them every couple minutes, and in about 5 to 7 minutes they should be ready to go. Okay, so time to remove the green chili. I'm gonna place them in a bag for now. Nice and hot. Now I'm gonna close it up and leave them in there for a good 10-15 minutes. And that just makes it easier to go ahead and peel off the outer skin. So we're gonna put these away for now. Now for tomatoes, quite honestly, I should have just gotten some peeled ones that come in a can. But I completely forgot about that, because we had a lot of things to pack for this camping trip. So I forgot, and I instead brought these right here, which is fine. But yeah, sometimes, you know, you run short on space on the ice chest, so it would have made sense to have some canned vegetable. Now, me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of bell peppers. I find them a little too sweet for my liking, so I'm not going to put that much for them. So I'm just going to use this half. So as you can tell, we went ahead and added all the meats together, making sure that everything's fully cooked. I'm trying to separate that chicken. But yeah, well, since we're cooking shrimp and sausage, I want to make sure that they're cooked very good. And once we've had them in here for about 10 minutes, that's when we're going to go ahead and add the vegetables onto here. Okay, so as the sausage and the shrimp and the chicken cook over there, I'm going to flip over this cutting board. And now time to bust out our green chili and chop them up. All right, folks, so they have been peeled. Now let's go ahead and chop these bad boys up. I did wash my knife, by the way, in between takes. I'm not gonna film that, obviously, that's not very exciting, but I did clean up the knife just to make sure that while we're away, it doesn't begin to tarnish because of the moisture on it. Plus, I had already chopped up some sausage with it, so better to be safe than sorry. So I did wash it with soap. Okay, so we've let the shrimp and the sausage and the chicken cook up for about 10 to 15 minutes. It really depends on how your heat source, so obviously it's gonna vary depending on how strong your fire is out here. But it looks pretty good. Once again, it's been about 15 minutes. Now we're gonna mix our veggies on here. Start mixing all that up. And it looks like a lot, obviously. It looks like it could barely fit in the cast iron pan right now. However, once it starts cooking up and the moisture starts leaving from the tomatoes and the onions, it's gonna look a little bit less, I mean. And yeah, so let that cook up for about 5 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna take a separate pot, and now it's time to go ahead and start with our rice. Once again, I love these things, and they're ready in probably about 9 minutes. So pour that on there. Pour that on there. Now each one of these feeds about one grown man, so I'm making enough for 2 people, for me and Cuervo, so that's why I got 2 of them. Okay, now each one, it takes 2 cups to fill up. So obviously we're going to add 4 cups of water on here. All right, good thing we did bring a cup. Now you can eyeball it, but I did want to just play it safe, so I did bring a cup for that. And that's the beauty of car camping. You get to bring so many things that you normally can't when you're going a little bit more primitive or backpacking. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna place this down here, and I'm gonna leave that in there until it starts bubbling. So we're gonna leave it for about 2 minutes in high heat. We're gonna try to get this fire going a little bit stronger, and we'll see it in here just bubbling in a couple minutes. All right, guys, so the rice is just about ready. I can hear it sizzling in there. Check it out. Oh yeah, just burned my finger there. So, gonna remove it directly from the flames. I'm just gonna stir it around in there and let it simmer for 7 minutes. So we're just gonna, the fire was a little too strong, so we're gonna let it die out. And yeah, we're gonna let this simmer for about 7 minutes. All right, so this is just about ready. I'm just gonna before I do any of that, I'm gonna start seasoning. So I'm gonna put some of the seasoned salt on here. And I just really eyeball it. I really don't have any exact measurements. It really just depends on how spicy you like your food. So that's some seasoned salt, some Cajun. I like my food very spicy. Some black pepper. A little bit of regular salt, not too much. The sausage is going to have a lot of sodium. And then some blackening. So these are just about ready. Just gonna mix this up a little bit. There we go. Man, this is gonna be so damn good. And then right before we do this, I'll move this to the side. Bring back our cutting board. And I'm gonna chop up some green onions really quick. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get some rice first. I don't know why I'm using the spoon. Oh man, this is gonna be so good. And now time for the good stuff. Oh yeah. And then, like I said, I like my food spicy. So once again, I'm gonna add a little bit of the blackening seasoning. And then just a little bit, just a tiny bit of lemon pepper. Time to munch out. Oh, almost forgot. Some green onions at the top. All right, folks, so moment of truth. Let's see how this goes. This is quite easily, no joke, the best jambalaya I have ever had in my life, bar none. I mean, we have smoked sausage, shrimp, chicken, we have green onions, white onions, tomatoes, seasoned salt, green chili, roasted green chili, and cooked over an open fire. Man, it does not get better than that. This is just absolutely one of my best dishes I have ever made. Well guys, that's about the conclusion of this video. We're about to just hunker down and munch out. There's a storm coming, so we're going to enjoy our meal, and then from there we're just going to relax and just enjoy nature. So thank you guys for watching, guys. This is one of my favorite recipes. Now I understand jambalaya tends to be a little bit more complex. You have more pots and pans and seasonings and ingredients, so it's really not something that you're going to do very much if you're going primitive. But if you're car camping, this is just absolutely ideal, and it is damn good. It is so good. Man, it is topping even my green chili stew, I might have to say. So go ahead and give this a try, and if you have a different recipe for jambalaya, go ahead and comment below so we can try those out. If you like this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next week with another video. Now go outside and get your boots dirty.